I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
You know, I'm really getting really tired of BGS lying, right? And I'm getting really tired of people getting in the fucking way when I'm talking to that nigga. When I'm talking, shut the fuck up. And this reason why though, BGS, you keep on running behind them niggas on your panel, on your channel, instead of going to a neutral platform. So here's how we're going to do it. Because facts matter on my channel. The links is in the description box. So let's talk about this real quick, BGS, because BGS, you sit here and said that that Ronald Reagan did not destroy and defunded education, right? You didn't say that. You said Ronald Reagan did not slash education. Education was more affordable when you was in college, when you claim you was in college. So let's go ahead and read this real quick, right? So now I could have the other sites up, but it's behind a paywall, and I'm not going to pay for the paywall again. I'm not going to pay for that paywall again because it's on my other laptop. So let me go ahead and read this. The educational legacy of Ronald Reagan. At this writing, former President Reagan has just entered into much prop and plus hours of national televised praise. This must be in 2004 or 2005, I think 2004, when he passed away, his funeral. Some enthusiasts have been proposed carving the former president's the president's into Mount Rushmore. The history will decide whether or not Mr. Reagan ranks as a great or even good president. But the indicious rush to elude his accomplishments features a contemptuous omission. See, let's go ahead and read some of this shit. I know it's late at night, so let me go ahead and read some of this shit. In fact, because my eyesight, let me bump this up because my eyesight's kind of bad right now. So what is that legacy? Let's begin with the look at his record as governor of California while running for the governorship. Mr. Reagan's stewardly made the most disorder on University of California campus. For instance, he demanded a legislative investigation of alleged communism and sexual misconduct at the University of California at Berkeley. He insists on public hearings and claiming a small minority of hippies, radicals, and filthy speech advocates had caused disorder and what they should have taken by scruff of the neck and thrown out of campus permanently. Once elected, and by the way, the link is a government website that I'm reading from. This is a government website I'm reading from, by the way. I don't want to hear well, your links, Big J, it might have. Shut up. Once elected, Mr. Reagan set a educational tone for his administration by calling for an end to free tuition for state, college, and university students, annually demanding 20% across the board cuts in higher education funding, repeatedly slashing construction funds for state campuses, engineering the firing of Clark Kerr, the highly respected president of the University of California, and declaring that the state should not be subsidized intellectual curiosity. Wait a minute. Calling for the end of state, college, and university students. Now, he did this as governor, right? He did this as governor. See, but the thing is though, you don't want to know. You don't want to add though. He brought the same policies as governor when he became president in 1981. BBGS, and it's all right here, right? It's all right here. You know, the ending of the Federal Department of Education. And since we're here, right, and since this is about conservatives and conservatism, now like I said, the other information is behind the paywall, and this is about how in this article it's mostly about Ronald Reagan's good time as governor and him using his anti-education policies as governor, and he moved it as part of his time as president of the United States. But let's go to another issue, right? Let's go to another point, right? Because I said this about spending, right? Spending per pupil by state, pure pupil spending by state, right? Now, let's look at this right here, BGS. Yes, let's look at it, BGS. Now, I said something about red states. I said something about the red states. Now, look at all the blue, right? The darkest blue are Democrat-run states for the most part, with the exception of Wyoming. 14K, right? 14K, it's, graduation rate is 84%, right? But if you go down to Dixie, I'm gonna go down to Texas first. Let's go down to Texas. 85%. Spending is 9,000, almost 10,000 pure K through 12 student. But that's an 85% graduation rate. Louisiana, Oklahoma, 9,000. 10,000 Arkansas, 9,000. Mississippi, Alabama, 10,000 Alabama. Tennessee, 10,000. 11,000. See, all these states that are in the former Confederacy, you jackball idiot, it's less than 14K. It's less than the average. See, this is the average of the United States, 13,000. So the only state is 14 is where you at, okay? And New York, let's go up, Illinois, 16, 25, New York, 20, Vermont, 17, New Hampshire, 14, Maine, 20, 17, Massachusetts, Connecticut, 21, New Jersey, 20, 14, 12, to round out the East Coast, right? I mean, the West Coast. See, the thing is, BGS, you're full of shit. Because if I can go up on each of these, I don't know why that changed on me. Because what I can do, BGS, we can go over here. We can go over here, BGS. Because you are scared of being debunked. You're scared of being debunked. So we can come over here, right? Now, here is the website about criminal justice spending, right? Criminal justice spending, right? And we can go over here, we can talk about courts and all that, right? But we can go right over here in corrections. Texas spent. No, wait a minute. Hold on. It's not even popping up like the way I want to. It's not popping the way I want. Oh well, you know what? Better yet. In California, you got less than what? 300 million. But in Texas, we get, well, it's not an accurate information, but here it is. It's in the light blue, so that's 150 to 250 million pure inmate. What are you talking about, BGS? See, you're a liar, BGS. This is the point. Dixie, Republican states don't care about education. You see, you got caught in a lie, BGS. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It's not showing. Hold on. It's not even showing. I'm busy. I'm looking at the screen. I ain't sit here and see this. Hold on. Where's it at? How come it ain't showing? You know what? I'll do a video instead. And I don't know why it ain't showing up on this. Something wrong with my screen yards. Something's wrong with screen yards. It's supposed to be showing up already. Stop sharing. Let me share this again. Because B just a liar. This nigga's a liar. Right? He's over there lying his ass off. Now, let me go ahead. Now, I'm good. It finally showed up. It finally popped up. Let me go ahead and show this then. What's this right here, BGS? Huh? What is this, BGS? Tell me. The light blue, when it comes to education, BGS, is spending to one student, one pupil in state spending. But yet you said Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that, Republicans are right. How come there are more prisons in Dixie? More spending is more done in locking people up than educating. And let me do this again because we got to show this again. We got to show this again. Right here is the spending level of corrections, right? Of corrections. If you're spending $9,000 in taxes per student, how come you're spending 150 to 250 and locking you up? The links is in the description box. BGS. You see, BGS, you got caught lying again. You got caught lying. And really getting me tired of them niggas on your channel covering up for your ass and trying to protect your ass from being held accountable. Talking about things they don't know nothing about. They spend more money, $150,000 to $250,000. Now compare that to education spending, and that's what Ronald Reagan started in the 1980s when he was trying to get rid of affordable colleges, affordable universities. That's why I said education was equal between 1978 and 1982. And education start becoming expensive since 1985. And you trying to do this old man sage act. You're trying to do this old man sage act, and and I'm gonna say something, BGS, your time is about to be up. Because like what I told you, BGS, I'm not going to address you when it comes to me in the manosphere. Y'all will not be addressed on YouTube. Not gonna be on the panel. You're not gonna hide behind Terrence. You're not gonna be hide behind Chaos Reign. You're not gonna hide behind AB Media. You're not gonna be hide behind Angry Man. No. Me and you, we're gonna sit across the table one of these days, BGS. Me and you gonna face each other across the table. One of these days, Mr. So-called pro black. Call yourself pro black, and you over here running around with Obsidian. So sitting over there harassing women. Angry Man over there harassing women now. Angry Man call himself black in name only. But yet y'all call yourself pro black. In fact, I'm gonna drop the link. In fact, I dropped the link just to see, and I know nobody's going to hit the panel. Nobody's going to hit the panel, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that for a reason. I'm gonna do that for a reason. Now explain that, BGS. How come the South and red states are more prone of locking you up, pay more money in locking you up than educating you? Well, listen, Big J. No, I've been listening. See, BGS, you're nobody without the niggas on your channel. And then you want to talk about, well, the only people on Big J's channel are women. Well, I'll tell you what. Explain Hassan over here. Explain Hassan then. Ooh, the problem with Big J just trying to get with women. Shut the fuck up. I don't care about that shit. That linear thinking that a lot of you niggas have. See, BGS, you been debunked. You call yourself a chemist. You lied about you being a chemist. You lied about doing this. You lied about being an Air Force pilot. You lied about all that other bullshit you be saying. This ain't no gossip. The only one gossiping is you, nigga. Now here's all the facts. The facts right here. $150,000 on the low bar. No, not thousand. 150 million. No, I'm sorry. 150,000. I'm right. I was right the first time. 150,000 to 250,000 on one prison inmate. But it's 9,000. Hold on. You know what? I'm in this live stream.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.